and welcome to Diablo 4 Season of Witchcraft. I am Sammy, this is Sammy, and hopefully you are Sammy. We need everybody to be Sammy. There is a Sammy in the chat. I hope you're Sammy at home having a good time today. It's a nice sunny day where I am, so I've got it pretty nice. As always, we're going to give a shot at the Artificer's Pit. We died at tier 76 once. We completed it, but I want to get through it without any deaths. And the best way to do that is to get started by building up my character. So I think we're going to go Critical Strike Chance again. Then maybe we'll try attack speed later on. But start with that bad boy. And then we're going to go Soothing Spices. Thank you, Skaga, for helping me out with the drugs. These incense are good for that. We're going to do the Song of the Mountain for more armor. And then the one I usually do is Queen Supreme for the added dexterity. But I think I'm going to go with the Spiral Morning just to get rid of it, just to be done with it. So let's gas this guy. There you go. Have some free incense. Have some free drugs. Because that's what the potions are. The potions and the incense are performance-enhancing drugs for your Diablo 4 character. So I took the drugs, and the drugs are working. Now, let's just make sure we survive. The best thing I can do is target their champions first. Elites, you know, they're fine to target. They're good. Maybe I can get them back in. Nope. So I'll do it in this direction then. How did he miss both waves? There we go. I'll get him on the third wave. That was a mistake. I'm getting pretty good at running the Dance Macabre. That is when I hit, I don't know the names of all of my abilities. I hit either R1 or L2 before hitting R2, my ultimate, which is the Rain of Arrows. But that also recharges, I think it's the Dark Shroud is my R1, so usually I will use that as a defensive ability, and then I will hold on to, I think it's a Smoke Grenade in L2, until I am ready to fire off a Rain of Arrows. And then if my movement speed starts to go down, then I know that I need to fire off another Dark Shroud. The only real downfall with this build, if I had to give one, it would be that I don't have a way to break crowd control. So if someone has a status effect against me, I have to sit through it. I've got to watch the floor. I've got to look for people making me fearful. I've got to look for ice. Any of the things that could stop my movement speed are the things that I have to be careful for and be on the lookout for. Let's draw them here, hit them with that, and then bring them back over. I like it. I'm not very good at using my caltrops. I usually just throw them. I think they freeze the enemy if done correctly. I just don't usually pay attention. No! Don't say that. Okay, so I gotta get out of that freeze! I gotta get out of the freeze! But yeah, as I said, I am now finished with the Season of Witchcraft in terms of doing the seasonal challenges and working towards those goals. So at this point, everything I'm doing is just to try to get this build as powerful as possible. So, if you are sitting at home watching me live and you are in the mood to play and maybe you're struggling with parts of the season, I cannot guarantee that you will complete everything, but I certainly am willing to help out. Okay, everybody's dead. But some of my goals include probably hitting either a nightmare dungeon or one of those compasses, the infernal compasses, just to get some more obdicite. And then I think I want to try to get back into... I have completed the seasonal board for the Tree of Whispers, so now I'm just getting, you know, the bonuses. I'm still looking for the Shroud of False Death. I have enough to craft a mythic unique, which I have never done in any season of this game. So I'm a little excited just to try it, just to do it, even if it doesn't give me what I want. I just want to roll the dice once and see what it's like. Because I've never done it before, man. Like, let a brother do it. Whoop. Thought I had that ready. I did not. But there's my bird flying around. That's what I get for completing the season. Things that I'm still looking for are, well, diamond fragments so that I can finish my occult gems. But yeah, I am hopeful that I get something I can use, but even if I don't, I'm gonna roll the dice just to see what it's like. You know? There are many more mythic uniques that I have never seen than I have seen. Because I'm not a very lucky person. I don't typically do luck-based things. And that's the feeling I got. If I can survive a compass and keep an eye on the drugs, I should be able to rack up a pretty good score of those ether shards. I think that's what they're called. But collect enough ether to be able to get maybe a scroll of restoration, as well as so many gem fragments. How did I find both of the dead ends? I hate backtracking. Let's make sure my speed is all the way up. All right. I found what is not a dead end. I do enjoy this rain of arrows. Every time I get my character a little stronger, it gets noticeably better. So with Twisting Blades, it was like real subtle differences from upgrade to upgrade. And then with Rain of Arrows, I make a small change and it cascades. It feels like I am beefier, I am doing more damage. Yeah, so I am now a convert. I am a fan. I think it's a good move. I don't usually like to retreat like that, but sometimes you gots to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at next season. We've got time. We've got time before I have to make those decisions. Speaking of time, did you guys see the Diablo 4 roadmap for the rest of 2025 and a tease for 2026? I'm looking forward to it. It looks like powers are going to be every season for the rest of this year. So I'm fine with that. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the boss powers because I want to see what that means. So I'm definitely good with that. And then in 2026, there should be another paid expansion. So like more DLC, probably another character class, another area. And then there's going to be new Torment bosses coming up. Either next season or the season after that. It's just a roadmap. Remember that. That doesn't mean it's a guarantee that these things are going to be accomplished. These are just the goals for what they're working on, which is cool. I'm not a big fan of hers. I think she's the most bullet hell of all of them. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Okay. That worked out. I'm also going to have to get used to seeing this bird flying around. It has caught me off guard a few times where I see the bird and I'm like, is that an enemy? Do I need to be careful? All right, so we did not die. We can move on to 77 next time. And one last one. So one more level, and then it goes into legendary. So I'm into that. And as far as stuff goes, we didn't pick up anything worth keeping. I am looking for chest gear. I want ancestral so I can at least get that leveled up. Off we go again, my dude. Off we go again. It seems more and more people are completing the season, because I'm seeing a lot of these raven pets now, whereas last week it did seem like there really were not a lot. Don't need to repair anything, and I definitely cannot afford upgrades. Oh, maybe I can. Sweet. But I don't think I can afford two. No, I can't. That would have been cool, but I can't. Not this time. Okay, do I have a compass on me? I don't. Oh, I do. So we got a wave 8 and a wave 10. Obviously a wave 10 would be better because that will give me more. We do need to keep an eye on the drugs. We got to make sure that if those wear out in between waves, I do the drugs again. Because the potions and the incense, they're mission critical until I find better loot. Oh, and I forgot to hit up the blacksmith for crafting a mythic unique. Can I leave? I'm going to see. Maybe I wasted a compass, but I gotta roll the dice. So, we are looking for the Shroud of False Death. It's not very likely that that is what we're going to get in one, but we're going to try because I have never crafted one of these caches before. Neat. And then when we open it, it drops chest armor. Tyrael's Might. It's good. It's very good. I just can't use it. So we're gonna pop it in the stash. Where I have 3. I think. Yes, 2 helmets and a chest piece. Where did there it is. So that's neat. All right. I've got a town portal, so I think my compass is fine. So let's do it. Let's do this thing. All right. Good. Let's True, man. It's been a whole season of wandering. Ah, I did it wrong. My rhythm is off. Okay. Anything else? Ether Fiend over here. Get him spawning. Excuse me, everybody. Yeah. If I do it right, it is so much fun to run this build. Ah, ran out of time. Alright, I'm just holding off until I get my smoke grenade. There we go. Now, I don't understand why the waves have been ending when there is still someone on the map. That's a little strange. I love the Burning Rain. And I think that's really the only one that excites me. Exalted Masses is fine. No, I fight to profit. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Good. Gotta do my best. Good. There it is. Now, previously, so this is what I'm used to. The wave timer has ended. There are still enemies on the map, and so in the middle, there is nothing there because there are still enemies to kill. So let's see. If I ignore this guy, I genuinely don't know. Oh well, whatever. Okay. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. Hellfire spawns Hellborn. If we can get the one where the Hellborn are hunting me, then they will not leave when the wave ends. So I can be bad at the game and still earn ether. Okay. Here we go. Try to lure them into the rain of arrows. Good. Ah! Watch the poison. Don't let the poison hurt you. It's bad for your health. Really? That is good to know. See, I had thought I needed to spawn the one where they are hunting me in order to keep them on the map. But if they will stay on the map just from spawning, then that is dope. That makes me like Hellborn even more. Like, that legitimately is my favorite thing in these waves, is the Hellborn. Okay, we got another one. Go get it, bird. Okay, Corrupting Spires. I mean, it pulls the enemies towards it, which is fine because I can probably wipe them out really quickly. Then we've got Ether Events going. And then the Gorging Masses. I can't remember if that... No. So I'm going to do more events. I think with the Rain of Arrows wiping out dudes really quickly, I think it is best to go that route. I more than believe. I have utter and complete faith in it. Good to know. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Get out of the fire. Head up here. Now, one of my favorites, and it's only because I love watching enemies explode, but the event, or the blessing that essentially makes it so Ether Fiends will burst when they are killed, that's one of my favorites. I just get a kick out of it. Paragon 221, baby! Now, in a higher torment level, it's a bit more of a challenge to actually get them to explode. But if I'm strong enough and I'm killing these Ether Fiends, it is just fantastic. Yeah, like, you just see popping all over, and you're just like, this is amazing! Of course, I get to pop people anyway because of one of the things I've got. I love +1 Hellborn, and that's probably going to be it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's stick with the one I love. Ooh, 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 honey. Okay. Just need that, and then we can head up here. Fire these guys. Now for the silence. The concentration and silence. Now if I can keep my barrier up, then usually they can't really do anything to me. But as soon as that barrier falls, I am in trouble. Let's get to you. Now I do wish that the Hellborn continued to spawn. Because it does seem like when you're about halfway through the wave, at least with the Hellfire, they just stop spawning from the Hellfire. Or maybe I'm just not noticing when they show up. Okay, where's my shaman? There are still dudes on the map. Ah. That makes more sense. Okay, so a guaranteed 25. Yeah, I'm doing it. I feel pretty confident against the Butcher. Even in Torment 4. Get to the mass. I hear ya. Did we get him? We got him. I love it when a plan comes together. And in this situation, the plan was to kill the butcher, and the butcher got killed. Head to you. Oh man. Two seconds he's gonna spawn and, yep, immediately vanish. There's still time to get the one where the Hellborn are hunting me. And that should have killed me. So we got lucky. Kill the shaman, because they're the worst. Okay, drugs are still looking good. One more Hellborn, or 15 from the council. See, I'm only getting the Hellborn from the Rain of Fire, and it's RNG, so it's like, whereas this is guaranteed to give me another 15, but 15 does not feel like a lot. I'm gonna keep going with Hellborn. We're just gonna keep stacking in that direction. Every time it's +1, it's +1 to all of them. Excellent. How are we looking? All right, everybody, now come up here. And now I'm down here. All right. All right, everybody, back up here. Lots of soul spires. Oh, it ran out. All right, let me find my shaman. It caused the most problems, so I want him taken out. I'm feeling really good about this. Like, I think I will be able to get one of those gemstones, one of the occult gemstones. Alright. I like starting with an etheric mass. We just immediately get it. Everything is above level 15. I am still working on getting 2 of them above level 45. So the glyphs are getting there as well. Yeah, I just need to take the time to actually do it. I'm gonna do this one. Good. Head up here. I love it. Just gotta keep an eye on my health. Try to stay away from as many dudes as I can. Oh, wow. Things got pretty gross in there. Is there another boost for getting them to level 100? That is the question I have about glyphs. Because obviously I have never gotten them that high. 45 is usually the highest I have ever gone with glyphs. And so I do wonder what happens if you can max them out. Do they give any more bonuses? Okay. Good, good, good. So, do I want 2 etheric masses that I have to run around and get? No. I think I would rather deal with the 2-second potion and see what that does. I think that's the better option. Come on down, my dudes, to the rain of arrows. Okay, so it's just a standard little per level boost for them. For some reason, I was like, if you get them to 100, is it going to do something else that they don't advertise? Something that's not on the tin, as it were? Okay, I think I'd rather an Ether Fiend. Somehow things got real crazy. Shoot! Almost died. Get out of there. Ah! My barrier generation isn't happening as fast. Oh, it's because my drugs wore off! No wonder things got significantly harder. Yeah, man. This build is dependent upon the drugs. So, before I embarrass myself, I think I'm going to continue doing the precision, the elixir of precision. Because I like having even more critical strike damage. But I don't, I'm already at like 1,000 on the critical strike damage, so I'm really just doing this to increase the critical strike chance. But I could be doing attack speed or resource. Let's try resource, because that's something I'm usually running out of. We'll hit soothing, mountain, and then we're on Queen Supreme. Okay. Oh, there's the explodey one. But this is the last wave. We gotta maximize. That is what I really am looking forward to and hoping. I'm focused on the next gem. I think it's the voice friend. Maybe I have to look it up. The point being, there is one that I am very close to crafting. I just have to get there. That's the one. Voice of the Stars. Thank you. Ah, curses. This top area is usually where I am at the most danger of being hurt. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. That sucked. That's okay. As soon as I repair, things will be a little better. Okay, taking a look at this. Alright, so I have finished the Paragon board according to maxroll.gg. That is the build guide that I have been using. So I think what they want me to do is now aim for specific nodes to try to boost this more. Because I think every intelligence that I purchase from here on out should increase the ability. I mean, we'll find out together. Let's find an intelligence. That's willpower. That's intelligence. Do we have any in range? There. I think I'm going to do this one. I wasn't paying close enough attention to know if those percentages at the top went up. But I believe they did. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. At this point, I'm tickled pink. I'm happy. There he is. I like to give him a chance to make it to the middle. So there's one. You were the nearest I saw, so we'll get you next. And last. Yay! Okay, looking at this, I could get a scroll of restoration and still have 124 left over for Obdicite and all of the crystals and gems and whatnot, so let's do that. It'd be cool if I got something good out of this, but chances are I'm really doing this for the scroll of restoration. 2 of them. And then the rest goes here. And then before I go to town, I am going to make my face disappear, so don't panic. Guys, stop panicking. I do have the DLC. I have considered going after that raid again, just to try that out, just to see what that's like. Okay, on the boots... Let's see. This is pretty comparable. I mean, obviously the max life is maxed out there. And then looking at it, I could swap the dodge chance. Trying to get stuff. Really? Oh. I thought the only way to get these scrolls were in the compass. That's awesome. I need to take a look at the build guide really quick to remember what kind of rings I want. I want critical strike damage, dexterity, and resistance to all. And that is neither of those on the general affixes. So I'm mostly looking at these boots, thinking about swapping the dodge chance for something. This is a challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're late enough now in the game that I don't really feel bad about rolling the dice on some of this stuff. It's too bad I don't get to put gems inside of my boots, you know? I want to bejewel my entire armor set like a cool person. All right. So literally everything else can go, including the boots that I had before. I'm getting all the Obdicite back from them. And now, hit up the Occultist. First... I want aspect of concussive strikes. I've still got 2 levels to go before I max that out. And then we are going to swap dodge chance and hope that let's just hope we get resistance to all, but that's unlikely. I will take whatever resistance they give me. Ooh, or do I want the armor? No, I really, really, really want resistance. No. I want, like, something else. So I've got move speed, I've got max life, I want dexterity. And I don't think that I can get dexterity. Oh, I can! Sweet! Alright, I'm taking it.
Until spring.
That was great. I don't usually get to roll the dice and have a success.
What do you need?
So on you, I want move speed during Dark Shroud. And then barrier generation. So there's movement speed during Dark Shroud, or per Dark Shroud. Is it per? Yeah, it's per. I'm tempted to just go move speed in general, but fine, we'll do the move speed per Dark Shroud. Alright, so we're going to have to roll the dice on that one again, and then the other one is barrier generation. Which I super duper want as well. Sweet, got it. Okay, I'm not going to roll the dice on this one. We're going to stick at 9. That's fine. That's fine. Same one again. Ugh. 4 more tries, but we don't need it because we got it maxed out. And now, let's get this leveled up. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna bring my face back. I hope you guys don't panic when my face reappears. But oh, and then I make it disappear immediately. Because I want some of that in my life. So, we want the boots, the Sky Hunter, both the swords, all the rings, and the amulet. But we still haven't found a chest piece that we can upgrade. That might have been the end of it. Yep, that's okay. I'm also going to grab some build materials. Boss materials. That's what it's called. I keep hitting the microphone. I apologize. Every time I grab a drink, I just smack the microphone accidentally. I'm not trying. It just happens. So I'm just going to grab a stack of everything. And these guys. I don't think I'm actually going to go in there. Where's my scroll? Okay, so like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do all of these, but I really want that Shroud of False Life. And then just for the fun of it, I'm going to see if I've got another... what are they called? Forgotten Altar? There's one. Ugh. I'll take it. I hate the Stormbane's Wrath, but I'll take it. And now everybody cross your fingers. We haven't looked at my gem fragments to see what I still have. 20,000 away. It is such a pain in the butt finding gem fragments these days. You know, that has been the bane of my existence, has been trying to get gem fragments. And then I haven't checked it for a little while, but let's check the Coven's favor. I had one. Yay! So that should give me some fragments. Not nearly enough, obviously. I think it was like 250.
You have something. Show me.
Yeah. Little by little, we're getting there. All right, so as you guys can see, I have finished the season. I am just working towards getting to Paragon 300. So if there is anything causing you troubles on your season and you want to get that pet bird, let me know. I am fine with diving down to a lower torment level to help out. I'm not like locked into Torment 4. I'm also fine with helping you get to Torment 4. Just keep in mind, the game scales with more players. More players means more difficulty. So, you know, whenever anyone's like, I can one-shot this dude, it's like, good, I'm proud of you. You're probably not going to one-shot it with me here. Damn it. That should have been it. There it goes. Oh! I didn't realize that there was a whisper here. Just those rings. Yeah, and the Sky Hunter, I need way more greater affixes before it's gonna impress me. Oh, I realized something else that can be done. Now that the season's over, I can actually do some of these quests that I have been picking up. Usually I just avoid all of the quests because I'm like, I gotta finish the season. But now it's like, I could go be a hero. I was hoping for chest. Let's just do weapons. Okay. I feel good about all of that. Didn't pick up anything worth troubling myself with. Okay. So I have this little rotation. It's not like scientific or anything like that. I go Varshan, the vampire whose name I forget, then the Beast in Ice somewhere over here. Here? There he is. Beast in Ice, then Gregoire, who is somewhere here. And then I move down and take out both of these Uber bosses. That's just my rotation. It's not based on anything. There's no principle behind it. It's just the way that I have found myself doing things. And since we're here, I'm going to pick up a quest.
Shall we say,
Specimens.
However, your desire for knowledge has become more dangerous to satisfy. I require a host of intact ghoul huts from the surrounding area. There's something special about the ravenous dead nearby. They can reanimate with only a few drops of blood.
That's brutal. Well, if you want me to jump in there with you, let me take out the vampire. And then I can invite you in and... Well, I think I have to drop down to Torment 3 first. But... before any of that, let me collect some hearts. Okay. I hate it when they're right outside of range. And then it's like, oh. Alright, drugs are still good. But they are halfway, so I gotta remember to keep an eye on the drugs. I like it. I wish they dropped a few more hearts, but you know, I'm glad they go down so willingly and easily. Okay. I wonder, surely the vampires don't count towards ghouls. Like, I think it's just that guy, the ghouls, that count towards ghouls. Yeah, the vampire is not showing up on the mini-map as a highlighted enemy. It just seemed like there was a ghoul heart that dropped nearby, and so I was like, what? And then I got in my head, I was like, well, they're undead, they're vampires, surely you could pull their hearts and call it a ghoul. If anything, it's an upgrade. And then the Revenant especially seems like it should be counted as a ghoul. Like, if there's anything that's literally a ghoul expanded, it would be a Revenant. Got him. One more! I just need one more. Nope, don't get sidetracked. We are here for ghoul hearts. There we go. I will finish that as soon as I take out Zir? Is that my vampire? All right, here we go. If you're new here and you're hanging out with us for the first time, welcome. I am glad you are here. Why don't you hit that follow button? We are trying to get to 100 followers, and we are so close. I can taste it. So I would love your help there. If you want to support the show financially, I would take your subscription, absolutely, but it's not a requirement, so don't feel like there's any pressure. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, why don't you hit that like button? Maybe subscribe while you're at it. You can leave a comment. Those are welcome. I just ask that you try to give me a time signature so I can be in on what you're talking about. And then if you are into audio-only podcasts, I've got the Potato Chip Pictures podcast. It's a movie franchise review podcast currently looking at the James Bond franchise. Skaga, I hope you have a good night tonight. Just remember, you can find the stream on YouTube later if you're curious how things went. Okay, let's go find Zir. Oh man, speaking of the roadmap, they're going to add some more Torment bosses. Next season, Belial is returning. I think it's been a while since I have played the campaign, so don't hate me if I get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is the final boss of Act 2 in Karagar. when one of your allies' sons gets possessed by a demon. I'm pretty sure that's him. But I don't know. Well, I'll find out with the rest of you next season when we get to meet Belial as he returns for his revenge. That or Belial is the construct. The name sounds very familiar. And if it's the construct, then I am very excited to return to Booby Trap Dungeons. That was very dope. Oh, I was getting ready to fire again. All right, anything worth keeping? Yeah, it didn't look like it. At this plate, I saw the razor plate. At this point, I really only want things with greater affixes. I feel like I've got either a beard hair or something in my mouth. And I'm just like, get out of my mouth. So if you see me picking away at my mouth, it's because having a beard is not all fun and games.
Excellent work, friend. Ghoulhearts seem to have captivated the clergy as of late.
That's because the clergy's a little nasty. Gotta watch out for those guys. All right, I'm gonna open this up. Oh, that's the worst when you've got your Wi-Fi and whatnot. I've got a very old connection. That's what I'll say. And there are times when I want to upgrade, but I am hardwired in, and so that's why I'm able to at least keep things going. And that's totally fair. Totally fair. I am a little biased in this, but I kind of prefer that you watch the stream over playing a video game. I don't know why I would have that bias. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's been a while since I have visited the Beast in Ice, so I sometimes get lost. Sometimes, not often at all, sometimes I kind of miss the Beast in Ice being a nightmare dungeon. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of charming. Excellent. Now, what made it annoying was that once upon a time, all of the nightmare dungeons had a level with them. They were similar to the Artificer's Pit with its tiers. In fact, that was how you upgraded the glyphs back in the day. And when that happened, I would see... I would see that I had a level 31 nightmare dungeon sigil, and I'd be like, I'm trying to run at level 90. Why would I be holding on to a 31? So I just get it destroyed, and then realize that I had lost all of my distilled fear that I had spent crafting that stupid thing. So there are far more improvements to having the Beast in Ice as a regular Torment boss. It was just kind of cute to run a full dungeon before I could fight him. Did it happen? It didn't happen yet. But it might. So, like 15 years ago, I went on a juice fast where I would take raw vegetables and fruits and put them into a juicer and just like get them all melted down. And my favorite thing to juice was cucumbers. Because you would only need like 2 of them to fill up a whole cup, whereas literally everything else that you juiced, it was hard to get any liquid from a stone, as it were. And so I had a lot of cucumber juice for a long time. And every time I drink anything with cucumber flavoring, it just kind of reminds me of that time when I had an all liquid diet that was all raw fruits and veggies. I mean, cucumber juice is amazing. It really is. Like, it was the only thing from that particular diet that I stuck with. Briefly, I was really into beet juice. And then someone pointed out that it tasted like dirt, like literal dirt. And now that's all I taste whenever I try to eat beets. I'm just like, it tastes a little gritty and a little dirty. So they kind of ruin my brain. Let's go with... It really is. But I'm going to go with attack speed this time. And then once again, Soothing Spices, Song of the Mountain, and then the Queen's Supreme. But yeah, no one ever ruined cucumber juice for me. Like, even people who have attempted to try to speak bad about it, I'm like, I don't know, man. It still tastes so good. It's a very subtle flavor. And I think that's the reason why every recipe I had called for cucumber juice, because it was like, you're not going to get a lot of juice out of these fruits and veggies. So let's boost those numbers with a whole cucumber. All right, Gregoire. I got new drugs. I am fully drugged up and ready to go. That was a boo-boo. That's fine, I survived. I made a boo-boo, but I survived. I thought that he gave me something better. And I've got a 2-star with my Penitent Greaves that I have in my stash, so none of this is sticking around. I have to actually mark Anduriel, even though she's very close to the spawn point, or the town portal. I just get lost still. She's the one that I attack the least. I hate the forced waves because it kills me sometimes. And then I have to start the fight all over again. Hopefully I have enough materials to summon her. That's the issue, is I didn't look, because I think in Torment 4, everybody drops at least 2 of their next level summoning materials, and I'm pretty sure Duriel and Anduriel require 2 of each. So just running them once should give me enough. But I could be talking out of my butt again. It's what I do sometimes. I've got a very vocal butt. I mean, I still die fighting Anduriel. I still die fighting the Beast in Ice. If I can't take the Beast in Ice out before he goes into the sky, it's going to be a long fight. And apparently, the existing Torment bosses are going to get a quality of life update. And so I think that means that we're going to have to go through all of their phases. He has a second and a third. Both the second and third phase are the same. It's similar to Anduriel, where it's the same thing, it just gets harder. But yeah, Beast in Ice, if you keep the fight going long enough, he'll jump into the air the first time, and I agree. And then you take him out a little bit more, and he'll jump up again, and the tornado and the stuff happening on the floor becomes a permanent feature of the fight until the end of the fight. Similar to Anduriel. Like, I'm going to fight her, probably get close to knocking her out in one hit. She's going to jump in the air, bring in that vortex, and then the three things. Once I take those out, she's likely going to land and then immediately jump again. And if I were playing this without knocking her out so quickly, I would actually fight her. The floor would be safe again. But because she's going to jump up, we're not going to have a safe floor once she leaves the ground. And that's where things get dangerous for me. So it's possible that I'm going to die real quick. Okay, here it comes. The forced phases. Start with phase number 1. I'm getting hit by a lot of stuff on the floor. Yep. Okay, so apparently I can't zip through that fire. And I am not going to go after her with weakened armor. That's just not the way I do. Let's ban a bot. I love banning bots. That's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, sometimes with certain builds, I'm able to just zip right through the fire, minimal to no damage, and just take advantage of those invincibility frames, but not with this cat. Don't worry about the bot. The bot's gone. I treated that bot the way I treat, current gen AI. I kick it out. Yeah, I think Twitch is getting better because I think they were like limited in their they only showed to me that there was someone trying to spam the channel. And I didn't see it appear anywhere else, so I think that's kind of cool. Let's see if I can get her back over here. Come on, there it is. Here's the first. I mean, the thing that kind of sucks is that I cannot hurt these dudes unless I have my ultimate. Ooh. They drink a whiskey drink. I almost let those dudes kill me. I don't think repairing is going to help. I think I'm just going to dive right back in and see if I can survive this fight. I gotta be better about watching the floor, though. Alright, well, I still hate Anduriel, and I'm just gonna waste those materials. I have got to get my occult gems, and then I'm gonna go after Anduriel. Not with Anduriel. The problem with Anduriel is the edge becomes a hurt zone as well. And so it's dangerous. If you do enough damage, the edges become danger zones.
I can fix it.
And I never like to go into the danger zone. All right, I'm going to go one more. One more against Anduriel. I'll try sticking to the edges. But as soon as that vortex comes in, I've got to run away from the edges. All right, still got full drugs, so we're good there. Hopefully, I can encourage her to move into my pain. Oh no, oh no. We can see how things look. Now, I don't know what killed me there. That was strange. I'm going to request that you save your beard hairs. It was a spark on the floor. I hate sparks on the floor. They're the worst. But I'm done with Anduriel for a little while. I think I've only beaten her once this season.
Rare to have something so fine.
Don't criticize my destroyed armor. This armor's so good, it's rare to see someone bring it in broken. That's so strange. Are you bad at adventuring? That's what she's told me. I'm listening to a song, a 90s alternative rock / grunge era song. It was Filter's Hey Man, Nice Shot. And if you ever want to ruin your day, you should look up the story of that song. There it goes. Okay. I was like, how did they survive my rain of arrows? I've still got the drugs running. They can't. Hey man, nice shot. Yeah, nice shot, man. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. What a good shot, man. I'm very confident about this fight. This fight, I feel very good about. And it's possible that I just need to throw myself at Anduriel a few more times so I can actually learn the patterns and learn the bullet hell and all that stuff. Good. I was like, don't you dare go flying underground. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wonder why they tie the move speed to the Dark Shroud. Let me make sure I'm not getting rid of anything important. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of anything important. It can all go away.
I can break that down. The forge is always hot.
That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. What am I at on nobles? I've got like 2,000 left that I can pick up, so that's fine. I'm fine with ignoring that. So I have not done the Dark Citadel at all this this season. Mostly because I don't want to team up with strangers. But it is a lot of fun. It's a very good raid. I'm just gonna go do this one then. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Because I really want that armor. That is the thing that I need.
Oh, goodness. You found one of them. The attack on the manor has left.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I should throw myself at Duriel a few more times and just it's not that challenging of a fight, and I can do it like 3 more times. That's 3 times trying to get this Shroud of False Life, which I'm pretty sure drops from him or Anduriel. And then we can, carry on with this quest. I almost followed my map marker. I would have been like, where the hell is it taking me? This is so far away from Duriel.
Impressive, unfortunately.
It's very interesting that the dungeon stays as it was the last time I visited. I think it resets if I visit a different torment boss. So when I inevitably go and pick a fight with Grigwar, that should reset this particular dungeon. Alright, my dude. Let's go. 1 on 2. And then if I keep you alive long enough, 3 on 2. Come on, baby. Ah, curses. Let's watch the floor. Ouch. That's what I was worried about. That's okay. He didn't kill me this time. He got very close. But not this time. Didn't realize oh yeah, because I finished a quest! Really should pay closer attention to what's happening in the world around me. Where'd you go? So, I don't know if this was last season or the season before, but there was one time that I was fighting Anduriel, and I was hanging out towards the bottom of the map around here, and he hit me so hard that he knocked me through the fog of war, and the whole fight reset. And it was so heartbreaking because, at that point I wasn't very strong. I was desperately fighting him. Sometimes I would win, sometimes I would lose. And it just broke my heart that not only did I not lose, but he won by cheating. Get him again. Don't let him go down. Ah! Probably should have gotten closer when I fired it off. Ouch. Damn it! Everything happened. Everything happened. That's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. Let him reset the fight. There we go. So what I'm aiming for is being close enough. Ouch. Ouch. Oh no! This is bad. Everything went bullet hell. And you guys know how well I do against a bullet hell. Oh! Oh, never mind. Don't get excited. That was intense. And still not the thing I want. And I think I'm out now. Yeah. I have to pick a few more fights with Gregoire in order to collect what I want. But I'm fine with doing that at a different time entirely. I think I should take another crack at the pit and maybe another infernal compass just to try to boost up my stuffs.
Poor man must have his hands full tending to so many wounded. I'll pack up everything I can.
Excellent. That was all I needed to do. I'm into that. Nope. We're not going to keep that. We're not going to keep any of it. It's all going away. None of it's worth it. It's all going bye-bye.
Still, you need.
Instead, we're going to see if we can use the remainder of our drugs on another Artificer's Pit. We're jumping up to 77 because we didn't die in 76 this time. That raven keeps throwing me off the way that it's positioned in the portrait. I'm like, did I get new shoulder armor? Can't believe that jerk would teleport right where I'm standing. What a bully. Good. Now I don't know what counts as a distant enemy. Obviously the most of these enemies want to get up close. And so a lot of them, it wouldn't matter anyway if I knew what a distant enemy counted as. But then there are the dudes that fight from a distance, and I'm like, how far should I be in order to be maximizing my damage to them? Does that make sense? Probably not.
Quite the challenge.
Sweet. I really am starting to, not starting, I really do love Rain of Arrows. I know I had negative things to say about it when I first started using this build, but here we are at the end of the season and it has gotten so awesome. It is just so much fun to fire one of these off. I am curious about trying some of the other build suggestions. You know, trying some of the different helmets, which do change the way the rain of arrows happens. Don't stand in a poison bomb. It's bad for your health. Alright, I'm not going to focus on that dude. If he wants to follow me to the next fight, good. But that is awesome. And my shadow imbuement is now automatic, as opposed to Twisting Blades where I had to activate the shadow imbuement every time. And so enemies are exploding all over the place, and I just love it. I love it so much. Okay. I thought there would be more dudes, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. That's better. Sometimes this game gets a little tricky. Particularly when I'm getting bad at avoiding a bullet hell. That's when the game is at its trickiest. Whoops, that was dumb. Get those bats. Thank you. Get out. Okay. Let everything explode over there. Whew. Good. We're getting things back on track. I am less panicky now. Although I do wish that guy would have died. Don't be panicky. I'm not panicky. Everything's calm now. Get him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Okay. Oh, snap. Did it in the wrong direction. No! Don't die! It's against the rules. It's the demons who are supposed to die. We heroes, we take our godlike powers. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, I'm gonna sound like Skaga for a moment. I know he's out of the stream, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Are you taking your drugs? Gotta make sure you're taking your drugs. Get those incense running, get that potion going. Then, you know, it just sucks. Where am I? There I am. Good. There we go. That is crazy. And your armor is at 1,000, I'm hoping. Just remember, if it's at 1,000 now in Torment 3, when you go into the pit for Torment 4, oh, then it definitely should be good, because it like drops by 250. So if you're way above that, like 1,000 is the magic number because the game just stops counting after 1,000. It'll tell you what you have, but it doesn't care. It's like, that's cute. And that's another thing, like, that's one of my weaknesses. Glyphs and Obdicite, those are the things I need to pick up. Whoops. There's that. Was there another one? No. And I don't think we died. Yeah, we've got 4. So, let's get this one up to Legendary. Yay! And then our last one. Get it all the way up. This is exciting. This is exciting. Got another legendary glyph. And this one should be noticeable because it went from its middle size to the full size, and it should now have everything it needs in order to give me what I need. But Obdicite is a good idea. I'm with you on that. Let's do it ourselves. Didn't I grab one that was... There it is. Forgotten Altar. Only because I did the Infernal Compass already. I just want a little variety. That's why I'm going for the Nightmare Dungeon. The Compass is better. It is the better choice. If you've got a compass, use the compass. It's better. No! I'm probably gonna die. Okay. Hopefully he can't come up here. Because I need... I'm gonna go Critical Strike again. Soothing Song Queen. Almost went into this Nightmare Dungeon without my drugs. I do hate the Stormbane's Wrath. If I get quiet for this particular Nightmare Dungeon, it's because the floor has gotten dangerous and I need to do a better job of paying attention. Especially with that guy back there. I'm gonna ignore this dude. If he's gonna fight alone, I'm leaving him behind. Good. Okay. Feeling good. I love that a lot. I love it a lot when the Rain of Arrows just works. Okay, what are we looking for? Silken Spires. Okay. There's my Forgotten Altar! I don't know which one they're gonna give me. They don't tell me. And it's too dangerous for me to look at my witchcraft powers right now to see what level they are currently at. Let's just hope it's Piranado. Good. I walked right into the Stormbane. Okay. I'm gonna keep going the way I was going. I don't know why I said there's no about it. Thought you could get me? No. I am way too tricky. Way too slippery for you.
What have we done? The madness. The sheer madness. We fought against each other for such the end. For what purpose?
Okay.
The creatures have overtaken.
I'm hoping I can keep
nature.
the Stormbane's wrath just firing back here.
There's no like carrying to them. Tissue paper to be torn through. Once I was a warrior fighting for the cause I can barely remember. Now I am maggot food.
Okay. Okay. Things are looking good. Things are dead. Let's keep moving. I thought I saw something on the ground. Oh, oh. There were baddies on the ground, and I don't want baddies stopping me. Oh man, I almost talked about baddies, but I shouldn't, because there are no baddies in my life. Ah, poison! There's poison everywhere. The only baddies in my life are these spiders that keep dropping poison everywhere. Okay. We are safe. Excellent. We are totally safe. I shouldn't be panicking. Left or right? Let's go right. I think they both go the same direction. They take me to this other floor. But let's find out. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to check to the left. Because why not? It's not like there's a time constraint or anything. That's interesting. So they do both go down this time. It would be interesting to see if they connect. They have to connect. I have never seen a nightmare dungeon take two paths, and both leading to a separate ending. That's a very cool idea. Blizzard, you're gonna have that idea. Everything's bad. I'm made fearful, I'm made poisoned. Everything happened at once. I'm not touching the healing well in case it's cursed. Although a cursed healing well is a little, in my eyes, it is better than a cursed obelisk, or whatever the thing is that gives you superpowers. I've made my opinion quite clear when it comes to those. I hate the cursed shrines, that's what they're called, because I hate being rooted into a spot. Especially if I have superpowers. And so when it's like, complete all of these waves in 60 seconds, and the timer will not run out, or your ability will run out before the timer does. So you literally are stuck here with your superpowers. That's a little annoying. It's not like ruin the game annoying, but it's a little annoying. Good. Things got a little ugly there, but I got ugly right back at him. I went, ugh, ugh, and it scared him off. All right, well, that's it. That's the end of it. I am going to continue exploring. Because sometimes they drop a second... What's it called? Forgotten Altar. That and the Stormbane's Wrath appears to have gone away, so... It's a little safer to walk around now. Yeah. I think I am finally getting back around to where things were connected. I'm glad to find a resplendent chest. It is good that I decided to stick around here after all. Get out of there. I don't know why I'm freaking out. It's not like anything beyond needing to repair my armor would happen. Oh, how did he survive that? Perfect. That was what I was looking for. That was exactly what I wanted. Yeah, man, when these elites start showing up and adding to the pain, that's when I get a little nervous. I'm like, ah, they're gonna hurt me. All right, I think that's... Nope, there's one more spot. One more spot. There it is. All right, now I have fully explored this particular dungeon. So yeah, we got one of our witchcraft powers upgraded. Hopefully one of the expensive ones. I am saving my restless rot because I don't want to spend it on witchcraft powers when I should be spending it over here on the occult gems. All right. If you are new here, why don't you hit that follow button? We are working towards getting to 100 followers, so any help would be appreciated. If you want to support the channel financially, hit that subscribe button. It's not a requirement, but I would take it. If you enjoy audio-only podcasts, take a listen to Potato Chip Pictures. That's my podcast. And then finally, you can, if you are watching in the future on YouTube, hit the subscribe and like button. If you want to leave a comment, it is welcome. Just give me a time signature so I know what you're talking about. So I came over here because I want to see if somehow I collected 20,000 gems. I collected like 2,000. All right, well, the compass really is the best way to do this. So I'm going to do an 8-wave compass. And we're looking for diamonds. That's what I need. They are made artificially scarce. I'm sure we could invent qubit zirconium in this game and have lab-grown diamonds that are of a higher quality and strength than the crap that gets pulled from the earth and we're told is worth so much. Come on, give me an event. There it is. Oop. I love that. I love that. When I remember to do it correctly, it is so great to throw the smoke grenade, stun everybody so they're just locked in their spot, and then fire off a rain of arrows and watch them all die. An underground affair. Anyone left? Ah, someone all the way in the corner. I'm just glad it wasn't a shaman. Okay, there's the summoned Hellborn. And that's the one I like the most. Now, one of the rotated events. So we've had the Etheric Masses, the Soul Spires, and the Ether Fiends. Now we're adding Hellborn. And they should show up in pairs, but it would be dope if they showed up 3 at a time. And I would really only get the Hellfire if I got it early. It's not worth it later on, and I'm really only going for it so I can try to get even more Hellborn to spawn. Like 3 to 9 per wave sounds exciting, and then you realize, oh, that's not very much at all.
Quite the challenge, eh?
Draw them all in. There have been a lot of Hellborn, and I am happy for it. As you guys know, that is my favorite. So if they want to keep spawning, that makes me happy. Paragon 222. I think we got 2 levels during this stream. Maybe? No, 2. 2. Oh, I hate the ballista. Can I draw? Nope. Good job! Good job right here. Thank you for buying the hydration with those 10 beard hairs that you earned. That helps me keep my throat from getting crispy. And who knows, you buy enough of these hydrations, I might have to stand up, go to the kitchen, and grab another beverage. Alright, so there's the Burning Rain that I wanted. Yeah, that's going to be the one. That's going to be the one. Alright. We'll get 3 more. I wanted to see if you dropped 1 more while I was looking down. There's 1. Ooh, there's not enough. And now 3. There we go. Finish it off. It's all gone. Oh. All right, I'll be right back. I have to go get a beverage. You spent it. You spent it, man. I have to. What good are beard hairs as a currency if I don't respect them? You know? You know? Although now we're switching to water. Because, you know. Oh, yeah. It was the dogs. The dogs were spending those beard hairs. Okay. I'm glad I took my headphones off. Now I can fix my hair. I had one little strand that looked real sexy, but it was tickling my face. All right. As I said, I'm thinking I want to go Hellfire, and then I really hope I get even more Hellborn with that. And that's right, you did get a freebie on the posture check. Because I had to stand up, and stand up straight. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to play now that I have stood up. Or if that reset my brain. There's the Hellborn. I love the Hellborn! They are legitimately one of my favorites. Okay. Alright, got that. There's other Hellborn on the map, I think? No, they died. My nose is itchy. Let's draw them all over here. I have no idea if I completed that Soul Spire in time. Or if it disappeared with like a shred left. Alright, drugs are looking good. Bursting Fiends, Draining Spires, or Gorging Mass. I'm gonna go with the Bursting Fiends because it's early enough. I love watching them explode. I love when it's a chain reaction and a bunch of other dudes explode with them. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be making people explode with my Shadow Imbuement. So like everything about this just pleases the senses. It's not necessarily going to help me get more ether, but it is going to put a smile on my face. Alright. Why are you just standing there? Oh, my nose is itchy! Oh, man. Okay. It wouldn't be one of these infernal compasses unless I died in a stupid way, and this time it was an itchy nose. Drugs are still going, so I don't need to worry about replenishing those, but I do need to keep an eye on my Dark Shroud or whatever it's called. It also appears that when I fire off my rain of arrows, that is what generates a barrier. This whole time I have thought that it was my Dark Shroud generating a barrier, but it is not. Okay, we got 2 for the masses and 1 for the spires. I think I'm going to do this one, and then if I find the one that auto spawns one at the beginning, I'll do that as well. But I really want to pump everything into Hellborn. I just haven't had any other Hellborn options. Whoop! Alright, here he is. Oh, did I already kill him? There's no way he's already gone. Rain of Arrows is pretty powerful. I guess I'll accept it. Ooh. Good, good. Let's get up to this guy. Ooh, get out of there. Think you can blow me up with your poison and explosions? Usually yes, but not at that moment. Oh! They were all hanging out in the same spot. It was a very good tactic. They nearly got me. This is tricky. But I really would rather keep pumping into Hellborn. Hopefully I can get +1 to their spawn. I love watching them pop. Don't walk into a poison bomb. It's bad for your health. Okay, I'm still alive, still surviving. Good, good, good. Give me that Ether Fiend. Hopefully. Good. Got him before time ran out. That is always the fear. That I will think I am doing well and then someone runs away. Alright. This is literally the thing I said I wanted. But that's 25. I'm gonna go with this one. Like, if I've got a plan, I need to stick with the plan. I need to believe that what I want is good. And besides, the Ether Lords are spawning from them, so I bring that up because I was about to say, and then I can find the one that lets me have the Ether Lord spawn, and then realized I already did. What? Dollar bill, y'all. I want some more Hellborn. Give me the Hellborn. Thank you! Sometimes you just have to ask specifically for what you want, and the universe provides. So I want $7 million. Please? I was hoping it would work. Ah, okay. Oh, man. No, I'm not. The closest I've got is a circle. Okay. Oh, yes. This guy? My ultimate ability? Yeah. I'm not a fan of boosting their damage. I want to boost their count. But each one of them is dropping a little bit more. Get that. Is there an Ether Lord? What is showing up as an event? Is it a... I don't know. Look at how much they drop now that they die. That's why I want another one, but I won't because we're at the end. Although, if they're really here... Nope, they disappeared. Maybe that's something that was changed. Maybe the Hellborn no longer stick around after the wave has ended. Or maybe my reading comprehension is bad, and I thought it said Hellborn, and it said, like, Ether Lord or something. Enjoy. I hope you're playing it as a drinking game, where I drink water and the rest of you are getting lit. Alright, before we go in there, I gotta take the drugs, and then I probably need to stock up on more of them. Yeah, because I'm out of elixirs of precision, and I think I've got less than 5 of the other ones that I'm using. The incense that I'm burning. So, let's do attack speed this time around. I've got loads of those. Let's do that, and Queen Supreme. There we go. All the drugs have been taken. We're gonna take a healing well, and let's kill some demons. We take drugs and we kill demons.
I have your back, friend.
Alright. I thought I got Maffer. I got Wyland. That's okay. Brim is easy. Alright, 249 is not great. I think I'm going to spend it all on Obdicite, because I really need gem fragments. Obdicite is cool. I have a few more things that need upgrading, but it's the gem fragments that I really want. And then we've got about a half an hour before a world boss starts. So I'll try to keep an eye on it. Okay, who be messaging me? That's a good game too. It's only one. I would love it if I found a Cowl of the Nameless. That was an actual upgrade.
How can I help?
Whoops. Gotta do that. And then let's grab this guy. Yeah, man, I love the cow. Moo. Wouldn't that be a great pet? Well, Diablo 3 had a little mini cow warrior as a pet that you could eventually get. At least I'm pretty sure I had a little cow. Then there was also the little dude who would run around. Yeah, normal cow would have been awesome. Like a legit pet cow instead of a cow warrior. But the cow warrior was cute, it was fine. And I do hope they start adding more unlockable pets in Diablo 4. Just because I don't like to spend money on cosmetics, I don't like to buy more pets and stuff. 15,000 to go. That is brutal. Okay, I've got an intelligence in range here. So we'll do that. Yes, okay, so damage to crowd-controlled enemies, that was at like 88% last time. So it is going up every time I purchase another one in range. I am not just wasting Paragon points by doing that. But I'm not going to go out of my way to get some of these. So I'll grab that one, and that one, and that one. But this one where I would have to purchase a dexterity to get to it, I think I'm going to skip. And instead move to the next glyph. I just don't think I have enough points in store to be able to do it. Let's do it. Ah! I don't need to teleport. I can just ride my horse.
What?
Oh, there's the little girl. Or the little boy. I always forget. It's a mission that sometimes bugs out. And so I'm going to do my best to do it. But there they are. They're not going to point again. I just happen to know where I should go. Somebody's doing it for me. They got somebody doing that. I think the ghost is up here. No, that is the altar of Lilith. Whether it is or whether it isn't, it's gonna be alright. Are you down here, ghost boy? You are!
Snakes.
I did it! Accidentally! Usually I run around this swamp all over trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. But I stumbled into his eternal resting place this time. Alright, let me have it. Thank you. Yeah, I keep thinking about that roadmap. There's a lot of stuff that they obviously have not announced. They have only teased what they are thinking about adding. And so I'm just imagining what some of those things could be. Like, are we going to get some hidden levels finally? Are we going to start seeing more stuff? I know in 2026 they're talking about another expansion. But before that expansion, are they going to add anything for all players? Like anything that would be for vanilla version? Or even add things to Vessel of Hatred, you know? Oh, there he is. This guy sometimes bugs out. Well, he bugged out last season. So I'm judging this season based on last season, and I don't know. He might not.
Do you ask painters?
Nope, I don't ask painters anything. I don't want to live on the streets like some folks do. It's the Reckless Shrine! Come on, guys. Come and hit me. Hit me. See what happens. Nothing happens. Because I am protected.
Perhaps a prize inside.
Alright, is this something that's just on the ground, or is there an enemy holding... Oh, there's an enemy. I gotta find Nuroth. And I think I just did? Nope, I did not. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't see him yet. Okay, I don't see him over there. Kind of ignoring all of these dudes while I look for Nuroth. Don't want to go into the event. Alright, you guys really want my rain of arrows there. Have yourselves an arrowy shower. Oh, I bet he's up here.
What was that?
Or he's right back there. Waiting to ambush me. That was a tricky little ambush you gave me, my dude. Definitely nearly killed me. I almost died just then. Okay, last season, this was the part where things bugged out. Okay, good. I think we're fine. That did not prompt last season.
It makes its own fungus. Stronger than anything the villagers would.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm trying to. I don't know where it is. So clearly, if there was a bug last season, it has been fixed this season with that particular thing. That, or I did it wrong last season. I don't usually do the side quests. I did them like right when the game was brand new and I had all this stuff to complete. And then I went into a season and realized that completing that stuff meant nothing because I'd have to recomplete it for the next season. And I just found that the side quests were the thing that dropped off. Those were the things where I was like, screw it. I'm not going to do it. I still and always recommend going for the strongholds because some of those have waypoints that you can use. But most of these side quests, I usually just ignore them.
Please, you have to help.
Oh, are you inside? No, you're here?
I'm sorry, Damon. We just don't.
Oh, no. I remember this one. I gotta... I mean, I love the quests that you find just in the environment. The ghost boy always makes me sad. So I just know I don't even want to talk to him. I have to talk to him to finish the quest. It's just gonna make me sad, so I skip it.
They're dying.
Okay, let's speak with the elders.
Everyone with it.
I don't feel good. Everything hurts. It started.
That poor fellow Brecht.
The sickness.
And now let's see if I can find... Oh, this is not the one where I have to burn corpses. Maybe that's the next step? I forget.
I'm sorry.
Go search the piles.
There it is.
For that man's body.
Okay.
I will find someone to.
His body is usually to the one on the right. But I don't know if that's because I always go to the left first, and then he spawns on the right. So this time I'm gonna do the right first.
May these fires cleanse that which could not be healed, and heal that which could not be cleansed.
Is he here? He is here. Okay. So I think it's a permanent thing. You don't have to, rustle through so many bodies to find it. He is here.
He's the brother of all.
Okay. Now I'm just heading up here to retrieve Aldara's amulet. I would rather get her omelet. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Feeling a bit peckish. Okay, this is Light's Refuge. So I'm gonna use a town portal just to see if I have a nightmare dungeon for Light's Refuge. And that is what I would love to see added to the game. I would love to be able to, whether it be from my inventory or from my cache in town, I would like to have it look for the dungeon that I am outside of to see if I can upgrade it to a nightmare dungeon. So, we are looking for none of those. All right, Light's Refuge. If I have it, great. If I don't, that's also great. All right, which one of these are dry steps? There's dry steps. Betrayer's Row, Buried Halls, Grinning Labyrinth. Oh no, I'm in Hawazar? Maybe? Did you get it? Are you in Torment 4 now? Way to be. Way to be, everybody. Everybody shout out to Blazin. Blazin's in Torment 4. So I'm pretty sure I'm looking for Hawazar. And I think I only have the Belfry Zakura. So, that's fine. That's fine. We have verified we don't have it. Hey, I'm into it. I have said many times, and I will say many more times, I am totally fine with people lurking. Lurking is welcome. I will happily entertain myself and talk to myself for 3 hours if I must. I'm just pleased as punch that the number is not 0 when I look at viewers. All right, this is going to be kind of comically easy since we have spent so much time in the nightmare dungeons, but that's true. I always forget. The internet is not as instantaneous as we often believe it to be. And I guess that would also mean if you if you decided to listen to what I was listening to on Spotify, I would be like a second behind the song and make it interminably terrible to listen to if I ever start singing along. I'm fine with not being able to dance. If you watch me dance and I'm off the beat, that's fine. It's when I'm singing and I'm a full second behind the song, then I'm like, gross. I have no idea where this amulet is going to be. I also had no idea that I was going to be allowed to go right into the next floor. So, worst case scenario, I kill the boss, and then I just have to deal with it. Yeah. That would make it a little frustrating, I imagine. But, you know, It's better than me performing and then you writing a letter that I get 3 months later, and then I have to try to figure out the context from that. Like, I'm fine with 2 minutes over several months. Everything is A-okay, 'cause I'm strong as an OAK. An oak! Okay. Get that shroud back on. The dark shroud that keeps me alive when I play as recklessly as I do. Oh, snap. I don't have my rain of arrows yet. I know I have, but I think that I saw it when it was in theaters. And if I remember correctly, my adopted father hated the movie. Oh boy, did he hate that movie. So I loved it when it came out, and I had a great time with it. And then I was like, hey, can we rent it from Blockbuster so we can watch it again? And he would get so mad. He'd be like, just read the book or watch the original. Both of them are so much better. And, you know, I will agree the book is better. The book is fantastic. But the original movie, I don't know. It's gotten a little rusty. I would rather the Guy Pearce version over the original. Don't die. Now, what I don't know is if I have ever completed this dungeon before. It looks as though I have. What? It's not gonna hurt to go and find the Thunder God and kill him. The Thunder God's refuge. It's not actually gonna be the Thunder God. I think they just randomly select a boss to populate. None of you are a Thunder God. Alright, where'd that Inquisitor go? I got distracted by the enemies over there. Ah. The 2 most terrible words. What if? Those are pretty haunting words. And that's one of the reasons I'm not very nostalgic. I don't typically think about the past or how the world could be different, because I feel like the past is a different country. There's no way to go back there. They don't give out passports. Like, we're just stuck in the world we're in. Sometimes I'll think about the future, but most of the time I prefer Qui-Gon Jinn's way of thinking and saying, be mindful of the living force. Did I do it? Oh, he's just walking very slowly. Ha!
The amulet is cleansed. Oh no.
Yeah. You should be proud of yourself. And really, if I had, I don't know, if I had things that got me jazzed and excited, then I would probably be a little more interested in the past, as it were. But I don't know. I feel as though all I can learn from the past is how to not repeat it, if that makes sense. And other than that, I don't usually think about it. I've probably been more nostalgic because of my kids than anything else. And that's only because once in a while, my kids will say, or they'll ask about something, and that's when I'll get nostalgic. How you doing, Luna? I am all right. It is good to have you here. I'm heading over to a world boss. Perfect. Nobody knocked me off my horse. Things are good. But yeah, like I was saying, Blazin, kids will ask me about my childhood, and I'll be like, I hadn't thought about that in so long. I guess I'll think about it now. And it's cool. It is what it is. Not all of us are into thinking about the past. Usually when I'm waiting for the world boss to spawn, this is when I start looking at stuff. I love that line from Subo, because that line just fits for everybody in every situation. It's just like, wow. But look at this. I can no longer, fall back on old habits and check out the stuff that I still have to do because there's nothing left to do. I have completed it, baby. Yeah, it's all over. I mean, there are things I could do. They just won't count towards anything because like these usually offer favor. There you go. There's the favor. And I just, at this point, it would just be to have it all completed. I agree. It's going to cost you, though. Look at that. They did it. There it is. There it is. Hydrate for 10 beard hairs.
Greetings.
Oh, somebody said hello. I gotta close this up so I can say hello back.
Greetings.
I am from the US. I am in the Mountain Standard Time Zone. I'm not usually shy about where I live. I'm just in the mood to give some hints, I guess. And as far as what I'm mostly playing, it's Diablo 4. I have finished the season, but I am trying to get through it. And Luna, I'm just going to give you fair warning. When you message in the middle of what I'm saying, it starts to feel a little bottish. So don't feel bottish. Don't feel like a bot. I'm glad you're into Minecraft and PUBG, God of War. Those are good. I have not played Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok. I loved Dad of War. That was a fantastic game. And when I played it, my beard was significantly shorter, and so I felt a little like Kratos at the time. The God of War where it's old man Kratos, and he's fighting the Norse pantheon. They didn't give it a number, they just called it God of War. And so people just call it Dad of War. It has a cute little fun thing. The one that came before God of War Ragnarok. That's the one. I would recommend them. I played nearly all of the God of War franchise as they were coming out. I skipped, I forget what it was called. It had a subtitle and I didn't play it. It was and I didn't play it because it was very focused on multiplayer, where they were like, do this with your friends. And I was just like, I don't usually play multiplayer. That's just not one of my things. Oh, good job! Context clues! You're smarter than me. Oh no! I'm out of resource. That's probably going to be something I deal with a lot in this fight, is running out of resource. Instead of 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Wouldn't it be cool if 9 to 5 still existed today? Maybe it does for other people, but at least in the US where I live. Oh, I died that time. In the US where I am stationed, 9 to 5 does not actually exist anymore. Everybody starts at 8 o'clock and works to 9, or they start at 9 and end at 6 o'clock. Like 9 to 5 does not exist. And it kind of bugs me. I have never worked a 9 to 5 in my life. Lucky you. Because yeah, like the way the law has been interpreted is that a 1 hour break is required for lunch, and therefore the employer does not want to pay for that 1 hour lunch. So they make you leave or clock out, depending on the situation. I mean, you don't have to like physically leave the building if you're on salary or anything. It's just you are not supposed to work during that hour. And if you do, then you get in trouble and blah, blah, blah. Because I don't usually eat lunch, period. So in my head, I would rather work the full 8 hours and leave at 5 o'clock and just skip lunch. Like, I don't want to eat the lunch. Not that it matters. I'm unemployed. Why am I sitting here pretending that I know anything about work? Nobody wants to hire me. I've been unemployed for months. Oh. All right, going to the Tree of Whispers. Let me do that. I could dig that. Hey, if you hear of anybody in your area who is willing to sponsor someone to work remotely, I'll work on getting a passport. It's expensive, but I'll get one of these days. Because that would be the dream come true, getting to pack up and just abandon all of this. I would miss my kids, obviously. Obviously. I have not found a single ring with critical strike damage. But this one does have dexterity. And that's it. So it's going away. It's going away. It's getting trashed. And then I'll open my other chests. I'm excited for that Cache of Chaos. It'd be very dope if it gave me a chest piece with a greater affix connected to it. That would be pretty awesome. What are we at? Ah, that's right. It's getting expensive. It's getting very expensive to upgrade these things now. Fantastic. All right, well, I hate to say it, Blazin', but I think our new friend wasn't actually a human. I don't think that person really existed. All right, let's take a look. I mean, if they had responded, then that would have been one thing, but without a response, we can only assume that was a bot. That's what I hear, and yet I do it all the time. All the time.
Come back if you need the forge.
All right, let's do a boss run. I'm curious if the micro dungeon is still fully explored. No, so it did get reset. Despite having a check mark on it, the inside has reset, which is good. I want it to reset. That might mean there's another chest, another treasure. Oh man, speaking of making an ass out of someone and bots, I saw something that has haunted me ever since I saw it. I don't know the streamer. It was someone who is like a successful big time person. It's always good to die instantly in Torment 4. But I was watching this clip. It was a troll clip, so it wasn't even the original streamer. So I legit do not know who it was or where they're from. But the person who was trolling them decided to say, little does this person know, but I am their entire audience, and I'm going to prove it right now. And then everybody in the chat started posting the exact same message. Likely it was a bot command, but you could just watch this person's face sink as she realized that she was being played, that she was being made a fool of. And I was just like, that sucks. So, bots are scary. Luna, give me proof of life. I'm now talking about you. It is an interesting game. So, I'm taking a look at this. We've got like 20 minutes left in the stream. I kind of want to make one more run at all of the bosses. And then one more run at, what's their name? Duriel? And Luna, yes I do. I stream Mondays through Thursdays. If any of you are new here, make sure to hit that follow button. We are trying to get to 100 followers. If you want to support the show with a subscription, go for it. It's not a requirement. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm done with my drugs. My drugs wore off. Let's go inside and then turn our drugs back on. I have been playing this game for a year now? I think, maybe more? What's the anniversary that's coming up? Is this the 2-year anniversary? Because I bought it like 6 months after launch. Patience is not my strong suit with some games. That's a very good condemnation. I want to keep it. Yeah, okay. All right, let's put the drugs back on. I'm going to go critical. I'm going to go, obviously, soothing, mountain, and queen. And then I have to remember, in between streams, that I need to update that. Say it, whoa! Yeah, you of course can share, but don't spam. Them's the rules. Good job, Blazin'! You're doing it! That's fantastic of you. Blazin', I gotta tell you, I'm feeling much more confident now that I have upgraded all of my stuff so much, but as you have seen multiple times tonight, I don't know if Torment 4 ever gets easier. Like, there are times when I feel like I am getting rocked by anything that's in here. But my goal right now is just to get through some of the bosses. I'm going to skip Anduriel because Anduriel makes me angry. But I am going to take on Zir, the Beast in Ice, Gregoire, and Duriel, and then I'm going to call it. Just so you guys know. That's what's happening. Here comes Zir. That was good. I like it when it's easy. Okay, how are we looking? I picked up something that was a 2-star. It's this guy. Yeah. Let's save that. And this ring, I've got plenty of writhing bands of trickery. And I'm pretty sure I have a 1-star. I'll check before I dump, but, you know, it might not be worth holding on to. And if I can beat Grigwar in time, we'll get a few more whispers out of it. I'm always happy to get a few more whispers out of it. All right. All of what you just said was exactly what I was worried you would say. Are you gonna do the request for me to buy some art? Because remember, chat rules say no soliciting. Got the same rules on my door. I hate soliciting. I keep all of this pretty simple, pretty easy, because the show is the game and the face, the voice, and the chat. That's it. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here for. All right. Let's go left this time. I almost always go right. I think I went right this entire stream, except for the one time that Blazin said he wanted to go left. And I don't even think he noticed that I went left. I mean, I'm just not into... Ah, there it is. That's what it was. Okay. So, we're going to deny that, and Luna, you're banned from chat. You can always send me a whisper if you want to dispute that, but there is a strict no soliciting. And I saw your soliciting message. I got 2 bans today. How crazy is that? Maybe I'm going to be rich and famous at the end of the month because bots have become attracted to me. Oh, man. It's a sign, baby. It's a sign. My lottery ticket has been pulled. I'm going to be rich and famous. Whew. I mean, the rich part is the crucial part. The famous part, that's cute, that's fun. I like that too. But fame without money, that is nothing. Oh, man. Speaking of lottery tickets, I could buy a lottery ticket from, I think, the state to the north of me and the state to the west of me. I don't know about east and south, but I have never once purchased a lottery ticket in my life. And it's not like I'm sitting here thinking like, ooh, if you buy a lottery ticket, that's a waste of money. Of course, the odds are against you, but as with anything luck-based, you literally cannot win if you don't play. And yet I have never played. Because when you're desperately struggling to survive, it doesn't seem like a smart financial decision to buy something that you're going to lose. Yeah, and I mean, this is only Powerball in the US, but they did change the way the game is played so that more people win, but those winnings are the small dollar winnings. And so you can, like, now you're getting like $1 billion grand jackpots because it is almost impossible to win the big prize. But people see the big prize and they're like, I want to buy that. I want to win the $1 billion jackpot. And it's like, you might get $5, which is better than $0. All right. He gave me some trouble last time, but I've got the drugs fully charged. Let's see if I can get him. Dang it. Ugh. I'm like, if I can get close enough, then I can knock him out before he gets underground, but okay. And I got nothing. I won't play it again until it's something like that again, the 240 million. I don't care if I win or not. It's just kind of like a treat. I like that. I mean, that's the way I gamble. So I do gamble, not often. In fact, I haven't done it for over 10 years. But when I did it, I essentially would set aside money to lose. I was like, I am buying a ticket to play cards, and eventually I'm going to run out of money to buy tickets. Everybody I went with, well, not everybody, most of the people I went with had that attitude except for one dude. One dude would put his rent against the bet, and I hated going with him. Oh man, did I hate going to gamble with that dude, because it would just get so stressful. And his preferred game was craps. I don't know the rules of craps, but I do know that money changes hands rapidly. And so he would brag about how, like, I was up by like $10,000, and then he would be down again. Game and Mike, I am glad you are here. You missed it. I had to ban a bot. It was awesome. Okay, let's watch the bullet hell. Good. Excellent. Okay. Do I see a purple? Oh, Gaming House is a different person entirely. I saw gaming. My brain doesn't do real good with the whole connecting dots together when I'm in the middle of a boss. And so I just assume gaming, it has to be Gaming Mike. I am sorry, Gaming House. Like, your name is not even close to the other people's names. I'm flabbergasted. But I'm glad I got to brag to you about banning bots. So embarrassing. Ooh. Oh no, it's finally happened. But then again, I'm good with the Matrix. Just make sure it doesn't hurt too much when you stab the back of my brain. Exactly. Like, do I get to hang out with the White Rabbit? She was pretty hot. Whew. This has been a shining stream. That's awesome. I would not do well in a future where the Matrix exists, because I'm going to be one of the people who says, yeah, sign me up. Let's go. Let's get in there. Stab the back of my brain and plug me into a computer. Trick my brain into believing that I am living in 1999 for the rest of my life. That would be fine with me. What did we pick up? A lot. So I'm going to make my face disappear briefly, because I just want to take a look at some of this. Pretty sure I have Scoundrel's Leathers. already, so I could probably dump those. I know, it's the worst. Every time you're getting comfy, my face vanishes. Yeah, so I'm just going to save those two. They're not... they're things that I'm pretty sure I have never picked up yet, so I'm good with saving them.
How can I help?
You can break all of this down for me. And put those away. Now there's a condemnation here that I don't want. That's the one. Oh. No, that's different. It looked so similar, but it is a different thing. I don't think I've ever picked up a Pit Fighter's Goal before. I think that's the first time I have seen it.
You can still use these.
I'm sure I can. Thank you very much.
You have
Okay,
been busy.
let's see if we got... Nope, we still didn't get there. I don't know where I'm going to find this last 12,000 diamond fragments. Probably in the compass, the infernal compass. I imagine fighting the hordes is going to be the best way to do it. So, and then of course I could always dive back into a headhunt or a helltide. Those sometimes offer some pretty good rewards. But really, at this point, since we are finished with the season, we are just working towards getting stuff. Exactly. Like, if I could just dive in, then I would be filthy rich with these diamond fragments. But alas, not yet. So, all right. I think I'm going to call it here. If you are new, as you are Gaming House 24, shout out to you for diving into the chat. Shout out to Blazin for diving into the chat with me. Skaga, I know you're asleep, but I'm glad that you are here too. The only person I'm not going to thank is the bot that I banned. That's the only one who doesn't get anything. So, thank you very much. That is what I'm looking for, is those follows. We're 26 away from hitting that 100, and that's going to be dope. If you're into the podcasts, I've got an audio podcast called Potato Chip Pictures. It's about movie franchises. And then if you're watching in the future on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. That would be fantastic. All right, my dudes, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is my Friday. It is the last day of the week for streaming. So if you are playing D4, Diablo 4, and you need some help with the season of Witchcraft, let me know tomorrow, and I will be down to help you out. Just had to get one more hydro check and posture check in there, huh? There we go, sitting up straight. So, come back tomorrow. Let me know if you need help on the season. I don't know how much help I can provide, but I would love to. So I will be here. I will not be available to help on the weekends. So just so you guys know. We will be back tomorrow for another stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.